Hi, everybody. Welcome to Sentinel Sports Extra, Cleveland Cavaliers pregame report. I'm Tim Shirer, your Sentinel Cavs beat writer. We have an early one today at 1 o'clock against the Minnesota Timberwolves here at Rocket Arena. I want to remind you that this postgame report, or pregame report, is brought to you by CT Roofing and Power Wash, the official roofer of the Lake County Sentinel. You can get siding, roofing, you can get your deck redone, power washed, get your house power washed. Also, call 402-780-0506. They give you a free estimate. Also help you file an insurance claim. So here we go. The Cavs are taking on the Timberwolves in the back-to-back with a day in between matchup. Timberwolves won the first game on Thursday night in Minneapolis, 131-122. Donovan Mitchell had 30 points, 8 assists, and 7 boards. Sam Merrill had 22. Mobley had 19, but only 4 rebounds. That's kind of concerning. He's got to have more than 4 rebounds. He just has to. I'm sorry, he just has more than 4 rebounds. I don't care who they're playing. If he's going to be the dominant player that people think he can be, he's got to have more than 4 rebounds. Jared Allen, 11 points and 10 rebounds. 8 of those rebounds were defensive. So that's really good. Allen's been playing really well lately. He's silencing the critics who don't know anything. They were out-rebounded, 45-38. When they get out-rebounded, they rarely win. So, they had a terrible third quarter. But let's be honest, they got outscored 43-22. I mean, when you give up 43 points in an NBA game, in one quarter, you're probably not going to win that game. They gave up 47 last week in a quarter and lost the game. You can't do that. And this is, it's been a theme. Second quarter or the third quarter, they have a bad quarter, won a game, and that costs them games. Let's be honest, that costs them games. And so, they have to fix that. You're not going to be able to do that in the playoffs and even have a chance at winning. If you give up 43 points, you're getting blown out by 25 if you give up 43 points in a quarter in the playoffs. So, I don't even have to see what their record is. When they give up 40 or more in a quarter, I know it's bad. I don't even have to look it up to know that it's not going to work out. Anybody with common sense that watches basketball knows that. So Kenny Atkinson and his staff has to get that fixed. They come out sluggish in the third quarter an awful lot. Or they have a great first quarter, then they play, a lackadaisical second quarter. So they got to put 4 quarters together, let's be honest. This record would probably be 5 games better in the win column, so 5 less in the loss column if they just could put 4 quarters together. Good teams put 4 quarters together. So coming into the game at 1 today, the Cavs are 21-18. They're 13-9 at home. They are the 8th seed in the Eastern Conference, so they would have to play in the play-in tournament right now. The Minnesota Timberwolves are 25-13, 11-7 on the road. They are 4th in the West. All time, the Cavs are 42-28 against the Timberwolves. They are 22-12 at home, which includes the Richfield Coliseum and Rock Arena. The all-time records: scoring, Darius Garland holds the Cavs record against the Timberwolves. He scored 51 on November 12, 2022 at Rocket Arena. But the Cavs lost that game 129-124 in front of a sold-out crowd of 19,432. The rebound record belongs to Andre Drummond. He did that on January 31st, 2021. Cavs also lost that game 109-104. They lost that in Minneapolis at the Target Center. Assists. The record belongs to LeBron James. February 7th, 2018, the Cavs won that game in overtime, 140-138 at Rocket Arena in front of a sold-out crowd of 20,562. So, those are the all-time records against this Minnesota team. They've had some, really bad teams over the years, but right now they have a really good team. So, this is not the Minnesota Timberwolves that if you're a millennial, this is not the Minnesota Timberwolves you grew up with most of the time. But let's get to the injury report, okay? As of the 10:45 injury report, Mike Conley is out, rest. Anthony Edwards, questionable. Right foot injury maintenance. Enrique Freeman, out, G League. Julius Randle, questionable. Left thumb soreness. Terrence Shannon Jr., out. Left foot abductor hallucis strain. I guess that's how you say it. Rocco Zagarski, out. G League assignment. For the Cavs, it's short, and it's what it's been a lot of the years. Chris Livingston, out. G League. Luke Travers, out, G League. Max Drews still out with the left foot surgery. He's going to be out at least 5 more weeks. Dean Wade, out, left knee contusion. So that's the injury report. I don't think much is going to change. I expect Edwards and Randall to play. I just do. They're not going to miss. They're not. Conley's the only one who is out from the other. So 4 quarters together and you win the game for the Cavs. It's that simple. I'm sorry, it's that simple. Play good defense too. Don't score and then let them score the rest over and over again. That's getting tired and old to watch. I'm just honest. I'm not anything in terms of defense, and that's pretty much it. Defense wins championships, right? That's every single sport. Defense wins championships, and this team plays very little at times. Giving up 43 points in a quarter, that kind of shows that. So we'll talk to you after the game. Hopefully we'll be talking about a Cavs win. Enjoy.